Ivanka, when the first daughter became an advisor to the US president, experiencing a very uneventful childhood due to the divorce of parents step by step. Hollywood movie capital as potential star Ivanka Trump, the daughter of US President Donald Trump, is living the life of many people dream of. Like many celebrities, her life is always covered with rumors, but that is not as important as the fact that she is the first daughter of the US president, the most powerful lady in American history. Lowly childhood, Ivanka Marie Trump was born on October 30, 1981 in Manhattan, New York, United States. Is the first daughter of US President Donald Trump, and her mother is Ivana Zelnickova of the Czech origin, with the burning passion for a sport of skiing. However, because of her hot body and beauty, fashion brands rushed to invite her to join the modeling business. Since then, Zelnickova entered the fashion industry and became a very famous model. 1976 is when Ivanka Zelnickova met Donald Trump in New York during a PR event for the Olympics. The following year, a grand wedding was held in New York. The following years, the couple was the epitome of luxury and glamour here. They were considered a royal couple in New York. The couple had 3 talented children together, and their careers had grown tremendously. However, that marriage only lasted 15 years, and in 1990, the public divorce between the two cult figures broke out and ended with 2 years later. Ivanka Zelnickova was determined to leave her husband when she discovered Mr. Trump was having an affair with 26 years old model Mala Marbles. The separation of her parents greatly affected Ivanka Marie Trump. She said that although she loved her half-sister Tiffany, she never forgave her mother because she has interfered in her parents' marriage. Despite the fact that her father married his love Mala Marbles, a years later, Ivanka every way to try to get his attention. She would visit her father on the way to school or call him, and Mr. Trump always took call from his daughter, while Mrs. Ivana also didn't spend too much time with her daughter. Sometimes she even threatened to put Ivanka for adoption, make her feel hurt and deeply sad. At the age of 15, Ivanka enrolled at Chuck Rosamond Hall's boarding school in Connecticut, where John Kennedy attended. She had to leave school in Manhattan, New York, because she kept school too much work for a model. Ivanka said he modeled for Versace and Thierry Mugler because her mother forced her to pay the phone bill herself. A friend of Ivanka recounted that her mother was too controlling and took things too seriously. At the new school, Ivanka always felt lonely because of the lack of the friends. In an interview with Marie Color magazine, she said that when going to boarding school made her feel like in prison, while her friends in New York were all happy. After graduating from Chuck's boarding school, Ivanka attended Georgetown University for 2 months, then transferred to Boston Business School at the University of Pennsylvania. When her father, armor master, she graduated with honors with a bachelor degree in economics in 2004. Ever since she was a little girl, Ivanka had been in her father's office to play and listen to him discuss business with her partner. That's why she understood the value of money and how to make money instead of depending on them. Born and raised at a sand cattle, but Ivanka's parents only provide her for school fees. The rest she had to pay for herself. Famous before becoming the first daughter of the president. Before becoming the first daughter of the president, she has effective arm of her father at the White House. Ivanka Trump has many years of fame in Hollywood as a model. Mira Trump's beloved daughter has been on the cover of teen magazine 17 since the age of 16. Then she had many years performing for prestigious fashion floors throughout Europe, working as professional model for fashion brands such as Versace, Max Burrow, Thierry Mugler. Ivanka impresses with her characteristic blonde hair and hot body that was hard to take her eye off. She also appeared in Miss Teen USA contest as an MC. Previous there, Ivanka made friends with many young Hollywood stars like Natalie Portman, Taylor Swift, Kim Kardashian, and especially the party sprint Paris Hilton. In an interview, Paris Hilton called the first daughter of the U.S. president as a phenomenon, giving her a potential Hollywood modeling career to attend prestigious university and officially join her father. In 2005, as presidential advisor, despite leaving the entertainment industry, Ivanka still voted by Maximum magazine in top 100 sexiest women in 2007. Marry a billionaire and convert. In 2005, Ivanka Trump began dating New York businessman Josh Kershaw. The couple broke up in 2008 but got back together and got married on October 25, 2009. Because Jade's family was Jewish, that marriage was controversial in both the United States and Israel. Although a rabbi in New York accepted Ivanka's convention, many classical Jewish did not accept it. According to them, only children of Jewish mothers can become members of that race and religion. After Donald Trump took office as president, a cleric in Israel proposed to amend the Canaan law to allow pagans like Ivanka to become Jewish through marriage. Josh and Ivanka now obey Jewish law, sustained from working from Friday to Saturday night every week. Both grew up in a real estate business family, so Ivanka and her husband has a luxurious life before moving to Washington, D.C. when Mira Trump was elected president. Ivanka and Jade's husband earned at least $83 million in 2017, even though they hold non-current position at the White House. The reason was, in addition to consulting for his father, both are pursuing their own careers. In 2019, their fortune is estimated at $1.1 billion. Jade's crucial fortune came mainly from his senior position in his family real estate company, Krusner Companies, but he also benefits greatly from Jade's real estate investment background that he and his brother co-founded. According to the latest revolution of Jade at the age of 2017, Jade was worth at least $35 million, while Ivanka Trump left the Trump Organization family company and received $2 million in grants. Most of her assets was in the Ivanka and Trump Business Trust Fund established in March 2017 to oversee Ivanka's companies and only concerned about conflicts of interest, as he assumes that the road of White House calls. First daughter became presidential advisor. In 2017, Ivanka Trump got her own office in the White House to act as a special advisor to her father and unpaid. The New York Times published Ivanka's bulletin board which read, "I understand some people concerned about my role alongside the president. In fact, I became an unpaid employee of White House in accordance with the rules of the White House, code the ethic applicable to federal employees." Meanwhile, the White House released an accelerating unemployment announcement "We're delighted that Ivanka Trump has chosen reality, taking an unprecedented step in previous administrations. Ms. Ivanka's hard work reinforces our commitment to ethics, transparency, regulatory compliance, and creates more opportunity to launch policy initiatives that really benefits the American public." Ivanka Trump used to advise Mr. Trump on issues related to women. Women attend meeting between U.S. President and Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, German Chancellor Angela Merkel, or Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. This official role of Ivanka raises doubt about the possibility of conflicts of interest and further fuel and debate about the thin line between the Trump family's business and the political position of some family members. Ivanka has always learned to weigh her opinions carefully as they now affect not only the family but also the country and the whole world. Unlike in business, where she could freely exchange opponents with her father, in politics, he had to try not to react too hostily. The strange thing about her new job at White House is that Ivanka seems to have become finger representing everyone's beliefs and aspirations. Republican congresswomen who has met Ivanka often talk about her thoughtfulness and express their excitement to have someone representing them from the White House to share issues that concern them. Congressmen often spoke of Ivanka's elegance and grace. Ivanka Trump often launched initiatives to promote economic status of women at the discussion section within the framework of the annual meeting of International Monetary Fund and the World Bank in Washington, D.C. on October 18, 2019. In February 2019, Ivanka Trump announced the Prosperity and Development Initiative for women to help 15 million worldwide realize their economic potential by 2025. The goal of this initiative is to call on all U.S. foreign aid agencies within it, has the U.S. Department of State and U.S. Agency for International Development (USAID) prioritize promoting economic development for women. Trouble from the present father. If Ivanka hadn't been known to everyone as Donald Trump's daughter, he had probably been in less trouble. Her special father is the reason people often write about her in this secting and disconcerting way is doubtful as well. When Donald Trump announced he would withdraw from the Paris Agreement on global climate change, those who had placed high hopes on Ivanka were angry. She met Al Gore and DiCaprio privately to talk to her father about the change. She also called business executives, encouraging them to approach her father and advise him to stay in the deal. She was everything that presented him with many ideas, but couldn't get him to commit to something he didn't want to. From election campaigns to the time her father became the real president, Ivanka was still not immune in dilemmas related to him. In April, when she was invited by German Angela Merkel to attend a summit on women equality. When Ivanka appeared, she was immediately asked to explain Mr. Trump's statement about women. Mrs. Merkel announces about Ivanka participating in the World Bank's Fund for Children. The women-owned business was overwhelmed by the outcry of some of the audience over her defense of her father. The same thing happened when Ivanka walked into a Situation Room to discuss the draft G20 on Twitter. A series of comments asked her to explain the host about her father's actions. And perhaps Ivanka has always been asked to explain Trump's action over the past 20 years, but she never complained about this. Thank you so much for watching the whole video. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to see more interesting videos. Support our group.